All right, Hero Clocks here. This is Hero Clocks transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to the screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt. Alright, so the clones, I really guess these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. I got soap in my slashed in my eye. While I'm trying to help my mom refill a container of her homemade laundry detergent. So I'm checking right now to see if there's any redness. Probably going to be some, yeah, a little irritation definitely, but yeah. I'd wash it. It basically rinsed out my eye with some water, so that's a little irritation. But so we're cool. I'm gonna continue on working on it. My gosh, so many yes, embarrassed nude redheads in this fan art. Not safe for work fan art. Oh boy. Wow. So I know. So I don't know. I know Miss Bellum. I know Vicky. I know Frankie from Foster's Home, and I know Wendy from Gravity Falls. Some of the others I don't know. I'll have to find out about them. Let's continue on here. Yeah. Basically, me reacting to screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt. The response comes, I'm in against the TV lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. Don't like what I'm saying. Go ahead, click on the video. Don't lie and say there's hate speech for my videos because there is no hate speech for my videos. It's speech you hate. That's the story. Let's continue on. People getting these wrong in these comment sections and me trying to straighten them out with my versus the basic biology. I'm going to get ticked off about that. Let me think. Yeah. Basically, it's going to be some overlap, but it's important to say so I can, basically, we don't miss anything. Let's go. Right now, someone has asking about, asking me, is there any more Loud House characters? Because I did a video on Lincoln Loud and Mugen. There's a Lincoln Loud and Mugen character. So yeah, basically, Mugen is like Street Fighter, but you can basically go online and download Mugen. You download basically screen packs, which is a very good idea because you're going to need more spaces for characters. Okay, then you basically can download your characters. Okay, I use the EVE screen pack. It's been a long time since I've done a movie video. I kind of want to get in there. A lot of times you can make movie characters yourself, and there's all kinds of people there's all kinds of characters people have made. All right, and you can download them. You can download all kinds of stuff. It's great. It's a wonderful community. And it's all free. Okay, if someone tries to charge you for a Mugen character, and then don't go for that. That's all free. It's all about getting, showing off your talent. That's what it's about. And yes, the only issue is, of course, you need a lot of hard drive space and stuff. So yeah, you need some space. I do have 1 terabyte hard drive with Mugen stuff on it, so that helps out too. Yeah, you gotta watch out. But that's the only issue. Is it's really big. But that's okay. Let's go. So you can get all kinds of stuff. Mugen, Lincoln Loud, Mugen characters. Yes, you can go find them. And I said that maybe you should try Googling them. I say. And so 7 years later, your video helped me. This is the Sorrows to the time, how to beat the Holler Beast, the Holler Gate. Now, the Holler Beast, I say that is awesome. Anyway, I got a like for that. Anyway, the Holler Beast in Sorrows to the Time is something you have to deal with. Okay, because basically without dealing, you can't progress through the game from a certain point until you get to the end of the Holler Beast, basically mini game thing. So what you gotta do is you gotta learn how to do that. I learned from someone else on YouTube, and then I applied those skills to help me. Now there's some cool stuff in there because basically there's like treasures and things you can find and all that stuff. As you basically are, it's basically a turtle, big old giant turtle that's walking around. It is attached to a mining cart, right on a track, and you're supposed to go through this cave with all the beast, and you can basically have it. There's like 4 or 5 different kinds of turtles, a few different kinds of turtles. And basically, there's certain ones you want to be careful with because certain ones don't take orders the same way as other ones do. They don't stop or start the same way. Some can't jump as far, or whatever, move as fast. A lot of different issues with that. But here's the issue. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go. You can basically go to certain places. There's like stops. Some places you have basically quick time events where you basically can say, okay, go left or go right or stop. Here's a place you can stop and you want to stop. Stuff like that. You can do that, and you can basically, depending on where you go, you can then stop the Holler Beast, get off, fight some enemies, find a treasure chest. Or get further and further throughout the thing. I don't think there's any save points really, in there and stuff. But anyway, eventually you get to the point where you're like, I want to get out of here. So basically, you have to basically get the right one. You gotta go the right way, left or right. Not go the right way, left or right. Jump over certain things. whatever. Then eventually you get to the point where you finally can get, I think the last choice is, yeah, it's a very quick choice, left or right, or something, a jump or something like that. And I don't know, but whatever the case is, eventually I figured it out with the help of someone else on YouTube, and was able to get to the end and get on with the game. And the rest of the game is usually the rest of the game of the Halder of Star Wars Daily Time is like Star Wars, just like a story, running around attacking enemies in kind of like action oriented combat, and stuff like that. Regular RPG stuff. It's really it is an okay game. It has a lot of issues because it's 3D and it was really weird 3D, and it was the ending. The final boss is I call him Luther the Loser because he's just a huge jerk. And it's like, why are you doing this? Because I hate stuff. Like, why are you trying to destroy our world? Because I hate it. Why? Because I hate it. There's no real good reason for that. I'm just like, ugh. It just, I would have liked to see a story where it's like, yeah, two things they should have changed. Number one, what they did was they made Luther the Loser. See you later, girls. Actually, I'll say some stuff in a second, but I was going to go. Luther the Loser is a guy, and basically you see other characters that are like look like a tall Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. Okay, then you have Luther the Loser, and he doesn't look like anything else in the game. But he made those things. So like, I would have minded if he had a white. He was in a white, but had the Heartless. Mask on over his face like the other creatures do, and if there was actually a real reason why he wanted to destroy the world, destroy the world of our characters, namely, say his parents, his and his sister's parents, they. Thank you. His and his sister's parents basically could have gone to their universe because they're in another universe, gone to their universe to try and check out things in that universe, to explore, and then also in something, a monster killed them, and he's like, the monster was not supposed to be there. That's it. The universe is bad. It's wild. It's crazy. I'll destroy it. I'll use my powers to destroy it. And eventually he destroys it. And tries to destroy it. And fill it with monsters, destroy everything, cause all kinds of problems and everything like that. So yeah, that would have been a better story. But no, it's just like he just doesn't like it. It was not good. And he had the power to delete whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. So yeah, that was definitely huge plot holes and problems with that game. Not that it's going to Star Wars the second story. Star Wars to the end time. Star Wars Last Hope. Star Wars and Last Hope. Star Wars and Integrity and Faithfulness or whatever it is. Way better games in my opinion. But especially Star Wars and Last Hope. But yeah, no. Star Wars to the time. Second story was my favorite and still is. I got to check out Star Wars Last Hope too. But still, yeah, there was some great stuff in that game. Yeah. I gotta check out see what's going on outside Xbox. Maybe they can do a thing about weird bonus games that are unlike anything else in other games. I'll check on that. Next is someone says, I love this show so much too, and it's Ask Laura. And Ask Laura is an awesome show about kids going through puberty. All right. And it's educational, and it's flash animation. It's very, very interesting designs of these characters. They're very cute, especially Laura. And there was a lot of stuff going on there. They did some really good stuff. There was only a few missteps in some episodes. One of the missteps in the episode was there was you have one girl named Monica. She's super cute, but she definitely had to get crushes quickly, and she crushed on, say, a grown man, a coach for their school. And then you see the grown man is basically paired up. Is not single. He has a boyfriend. Okay, and I'm just like, okay, he has a boyfriend. So then it's like, all right, whatever the case is, that means he is unavailable. So I guess this episode is going to be about dealing with being unavailable. So I call me quite a love crush thing. But unfortunately, because he had a boyfriend, they were like, oh no, the dude gay. Could I catch him being gay from him? I'm just like, that was not a good way to basically change that episode. I thought it was going to be about dealing with crushes, because that is new feelings you feel as you're growing up, through puberty, they talked about that very nicely in other ones, and they actually broached the subject of homosexuality a little bit better in other ones too, kind of, I'll have to see more episodes, but that's how it was. So yeah, there was definitely some issues, but it's a really good show. I really liked it. I like the characters, designs, everything. So Yeah, ask Laura's goal. Someone says, I love this show so much too, smiley face. I do. I like that. I agree. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt.